Hello, 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 and welcome to another fantastic episode of Smell the Coffee on this beautiful Tuesday morning with Diana Master and Aina Raiza Quayo. We don't know what's happening with the weather. Is it hot?
Is it cold? Is it like, I don't know, are we in Equatorial Guinea or are we in Central Africa?
Or are we in the United Kingdom? What is happening? What's going on?
Yeah, there is a lot happening.
These are the effects of global warming. Never let anybody tell you global warming is not real. We are currently living it. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I cannot complain. Life is good. We are moving with the times and yeah.
The times are moving with us.
The times are moving with us.
We are living as soon as possible. Like, I honestly feel like somebody is messing with the clocks. There is a movie, Spy Kids All the Time in the World. Now, in that movie, everybody is just noticing that their days are going faster. So at first they're like, no, it's normal. And then at some point they're like, no, this is not okay. And then they realize that somebody was genuinely messing with the clocks. So it was up to the Spy Kids to stop them. So I read somewhere that the Earth is actually spinning a bit faster by milliseconds. And scientists say that we won't be able to feel the effects, but I feel like we're feeling them because I wake up and then I swear it's like 5 minutes, but it's been 20 minutes.
Why are we talking about science? But go on. Why are we talking about science?
I'm just saying, I don't know. It just feels like time is moving faster. It doesn't make sense for me that for me what feels like 5 minutes, my internal clock tells me it's 5 minutes, but the clock says it's been an hour and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, the day really goes fast. Aren't days shorter now? And then in winter, the nights are longer. Yeah.
So they say in summer, summer days are shorter and nights. Wait, what?
What? No, in summer the day is short and then the night is long. In winter,
you see?
What?
In summer the days, they say in summer the days are supposed to be long and the nights are short.
Then and in winter the nights are longer. Yes, I know for a fact in winter the night is long.
Yes,
the night is, and
the
I'm
night
looking
is long.
forward
But then it
to
feels
winter.
like the days are just moving, like, I don't know, the day goes by so quickly.
The night is really short. I like, just do this.
And
then the alarm is going on. I'm like, oh, colleague, I just left now.
What happened? Now I genuinely feel like there's something going on somewhere because this is not normal. Do you guys also feel like time is moving faster than normal? Or is it just us or what's happening? Because I genuinely feel like there's something happening. They did say the Earth is spinning faster, but we won't be able to feel any effects. But I'm starting to feel like we are.
Yeah.
Also, another random fact about time and whatnot. Apparently, a full day is 24 hours and like a few extra minutes, right? So we don't count those extra minutes. But then over 4 years, those extra minutes come to one full day. That's why we celebrate a leap year. That's where we get that extra day from during a leap year. Yes, so that's basically the science behind it. If you ever wondered where does the extra 1 day come from during a leap year, it's because a year is 365 days and some hours. And so they count all those hours and then those hours become one day that we celebrate during leap year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The smart girl is up. You're informed, you're entertained. What more can you ask for? Just stick around. We will bring you more of everything that you need to kickstart your Tuesday morning.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Well, well, well. Today we have a very interesting story from Sangoma to Christianity. In a surprising turn of events, Tumi Motsoneng, better known as Gogo Skoteni, has announced her resignation from the practice of Ubungoma. This decision has reverberated across social media platforms and left many in the community questioning the future of traditional beliefs and practices in South Africa. Skoteni, who became a household name just not for her role as a traditional healer, but also her ventures as a podcaster, DJ, and reality television star, shared her decision with her followers earlier last week. Her announcement did not just mark an end to her professional practice, it represented a significant personal transformation. I'm no longer a traditional healer. I'm no longer a Sangoma. I will forever acknowledge, respect, and believe in my ancestors, she stated. Skoteni's departure comes as part of a broader journey of faith and self-discovery during which she has grappled with dualities of her practice. I had to differentiate between being a healer and a witch, she reflected. Being a healer is what I chose, and it goes along with God. In a heartfelt declaration, she added, I'm a child of God. This is the day the Lord has made, and I will rejoice. The decision has sparked mixed reactions from netizens. While some celebrated her departure as a victory for spirituality, others voiced
Skepticism.
that word. Yes. So, yeah.
I like how you said, yeah, that one. You know it. I'm happy for her, man. I'm glad that she found God, joy in the journey.
So, is she saying being a Sangoma is being a witch? Because she's saying...
Not necessarily. I don't think so.
She's saying, what did she say? Let me quote her. She's saying, I'm no longer a traditional healer. No. She said, I had to differentiate being a healer and a witch.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
and this
so,
is quote unquote. And then she reflected and then she said, being a healer is what I chose and it aligns with God. So is she saying the opposite?
I guess maybe, because they do say that the spiritual realm is very extensive. There are some that get their powers, for lack of a better word, from God.
And there are some that God get them from the devil.
From the other side.
And they basically do the same thing.
And they basically do the same thing.
You can,
if you can heal, the other person can also heal.
Yeah.
The same way prophets can see, witches can also see. It's a thing of, I guess, where your power comes from. Yeah. So I guess kudos to her, man. Yeah. That's that on that. Now moving over to a funny story. A surgically enhanced influencer's dowdy passport photo freaks out customs officers who nearly bar her from her country. She looks too good to be true. A social media influencer claims she was interrogated by immigration officials when she returned home to Brazil earlier this week because she looked nothing like her passport photo. Jessica Cayenne, known as GK to her 20 million followers, touched down at an unidentified airport on April 10th and had to show her passport before being allowed back into Brazil. The 32-year-old, best known as a YouTuber and TikToker, who has also appeared in several Netflix films, is not known for her natural appearance. She has had a boob enlargement, a breast lift, her nose reshaped, fat removed from her jawline, and cheeks plus lip fillers. When she approached officials at the airport with IDs from her before surgeries, they didn't recognize her. I was almost barred from entering the country because the photos on all my documents are different from my face now, she wrote on Instagram. Cayenne now rocks long, bright red hair, a slender nose, a chiseled chin, plump cheeks, and full lips. However, her passport photo shows a more natural woman with dark roots roots peeping out from her head and wider features. To make matters worse, her national identity card and driving license show her looking even less like she does now. Fortunately, Kayane had documented her cosmetic procedure journey and had photos of herself throughout her transformation. "I'm glad I had my Instagram and several before and after to prove it," she noted. The influencer seems to have learned her lesson. "First things to do back to Brazil, update all the photos of my documents," she declared. The social media star isn't the first person to be stopped when officials claim the person handing their passport over doesn't appear to be the same one in the picture in ID.
That's so what I thought. Like, why don't you just update your
pictures.
documents? Yeah, you've updated your face. You can do it with your documents.
Because you know, some of us when we go get our passport pictures taken or whatever, you doll up a little bit. Because obviously they say nothing too dramatic.
Me, I go natural. Huh?
Yeah,
Me, I
because
go
then when you
natural.
travel, and then now you are looking raw without makeup, and
you're
they're like,
colleague, is this you?
Is this you? You know?
And they always check.
They always check.
You know? Diana?
Yes.
Yes.
And they're
Diana?
like, it's me. It's
Why are
really
you
me.
calling me twice like we know each other?
I saw a woman who was getting a Nigerian passport picture taken, and she had like lash extensions. They cut them off with the scissors. They were like, "No, we won't allow you."
Why?
They refused. So she was there, and they took with a scissors because she's like, "No, I can't remove them because they
They are
put it one by one and
yeah.
what the individuals." And the customs officials were like, "No, the passport
These
picture."
custom officials are dramatic.
Cut with a scissors. Imagine now if you poke my eye. Why not just let me then go, get them removed, then I come back?
The
you as
plane will leave you,
natural.
Mos.
They want you as natural as
can be,
possible.
yeah.
I remember even when I got my daughter's passport picture taken, she had colored braids in. We had to go dye.
Black.
Yes.
You lie.
Kid
But
you
doesn't the
not.
picture come out like in black
and white.
So now what?
I was so confused. I was like, what do you
What?
mean? And it was even tied back. It was like a slick back.
People are so dramatic.
Yeah,
the picture
guys.
is coming out
In
black and white.
And I was even like, but when I got mine, I never had to. I had blonde braids, and I never had to dye them. And they're like, "No, I know you're lying." What? I was like, "I kid you not."
Is this
Because
in
the
Zim
picture's in black and white.
or
Yeah,
in Namibia?
it's him.
Yo. Ah.
Customs, not even customs officials. Not immigration. What do I call them? The ones that take the pictures. They're very, 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 very strict.
That's so unnecessary. Like,
Yeah.
should we now come in black and white monochrome outfits also
Monochrome
now?
outfits. I remember at some point we weren't even allowed to bring like a colored shirt. You had to wear the navy blue or black,
Yeah,
and it had to be a
colleagues.
round collar. When my mom got her Schengen visa, she had an Alice band, and they were like, no Alice band, and she had I think a shirt, and they said no, it needs to be a round collar.
You know, I also heard there were no Alice bands allowed, but me, I went with the Alice band because that time for my ID.
And you managed to take one, no problems.
No
I honestly
problems.
feel like it depends on who you find.
Yeah,
there.
it depends on some people. I feel like the older officials, the
Yeah.
stricter.
Yeah. And then the young ones are just like, you know what, it doesn't alter your appearance.
Yes.
So, because I
Come
understand
through.
things like bangs. Bangs, yes, but everything else. But let us know what have been some of the craziest requests you've gotten when you've gone to take your ID, your passport, or your license picture. What were you told? Maybe we are being dramatic, but nevertheless, that brings us to the end of our top stories. Now stick around because we have an exciting interview coming up next. The Bank Windhoek brand song remix competition is taking Namibia by storm, and today with us in studio we have an artist that has decided to put her own spin on the song. Please welcome Ori to studio. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. All right, starting us off, how does it feel to be part of the Bank Windhoek brand song remix competition?
Well, it feels amazing. I feel like it's a very big deal of a competition. I didn't think of it like that up until I realized that in actual fact every artist is taking part. And I'm talking about everyone, big, small, emerging artists. So it feels great.
I mean, the stakes are high.
Yeah,
The stakes are extremely high. All right, so what inspired you to enter?
Basically, this is one of the things that I thought it would be a great opportunity to just collaborate with a number of other people that are within the media industry, that is through production, through everything else. So I thought, why not? You know, hold a hand with one or two and just go ahead and do it.
Okay, so how did you approach remixing the song? What was your creative process in constructing the melody and overall sound?
Look, it was crazy. We went through, I think, round about 5 to 6 ideas that didn't work before we got to the actual one. But once we got there, it was super easy. And I have to say the experience was very educating, you know, by all means, because you needed to listen to the next person. You needed to understand what they're saying and how relevant their idea might actually be to the whole competition.
Okay, you spoke about holding hands with other artists. Who are these artists?
So myself, Ori, collaborated with Ultra Events alongside Joe Keys, a very young, talented producer. And those are the only two that I actually collaborated with. But collectively, they are quite amazing to work with.
And how long did this process take? You did say it was like 5, 6 ideas that you had to throw out, and then you decided, you know, I like this one.
Thank God we had time to actually go through the ideas individually before we got together. But the best part was having to do an overnight recording. People were literally, others were sleeping on chairs. We had a sleeper couch in the studio as well. But that whole process is what made it what it is right now. Overnight.
Oh,
It was
my
a
goodness.
crazy late night recording session, but it was also very amazing.
It makes for the best stories, right? All right, so what genre and style did you go for in your remix and why?
This is giving very Afro-fusion, kind of jazzy, but has a very local touch to it. I think I'm obsessed with that specifically.
Did you take any elements from the original song?
Except for the lyrics.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Oh, wow, okay. So
Nothing
you
else.
decided to go 180, complete 180 and decided to change things up.
I'd rather say 360 somewhere.
But 360, you end up right where you started.
Oh, Askies.
You know, it's fine. I also used to say 360 until someone was like, did you do math? It's like, well, you didn't have to say it like that, but okay. So what do you think makes your remix unique compared to the other contestants?
It's the local touch to it. In the lyrical content that we got, they had a few languages incorporated, you know, but we also had the freedom to add a thing or two. And having to add my native language, which is Oshirero, was one of the touches that I felt as like I love it.
Okay, I'm actually excited to hear your remix. Why do you think this competition is important for Namibian music and local artists?
I have not seen Namibian artists compete yet again, support each other. And that's the beauty of what I'm taking out of this. It's I think, one hidden conversation that we don't have most of the time, because most of the time we are competing. You know, I'm trying to get my work out. I'm trying to get this and this and this done. But in as much as everybody is competing and everybody is involved, everybody is also promoting a thing or two. My favorite is by all means Otea, who is promoting the song to work on funds for another artist who is Sere, that is battling with a sickness that, you know, and that's the beauty of that. That level of support is beautiful.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So how has this competition helped you grow as an artist? What were some learning curves from this whole experience? What did you take away from it?
The power of social media.
Oh, girl. Oh,
I
girl.
just want to
Yeah.
say young people should take advantage of their social media platforms, and also being reminded that this is your resume by all means. So if you have to work on a day-to-day basis, because you never know when this is going to work to your advantage, work on your following base, so work on your fan base, or however, in whatever field that you may actually attract, or whatever following that you can, make sure you keep them stayed, make sure that you keep them entertained, so that when something pops up as big as this, then it's easy to you know, pull them in.
You know, I don't like how you're saying this because I feel like you're calling me out. So now I'm like, hey. Because everything that you're saying is valid. Your social media is absolutely important. We always say social media never forgets.
Yeah.
They never
Literally.
forget. So where can people listen to and support your remix? How can they vote for you?
So what you need to do is, number one, follow Ultra Events on all social media platforms. That is Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Am I leaving something else? Twitter? Yes. Yeah.
X.
Ultra X. Yeah. There will be signs.
There will be signs.
There will be signs. But Ultra Events on all social media platforms. And hashtag Bang Windhoek brand song, hashtag competition, hashtag the sake of love, and share as much as you can.
Okay.
That's how I get a chance to actually.
Oh, so we just have to share
share
as much as you
share
can.
like your life depends on it, because mine does. So please do share as much as you can.
Okay.
And,
All right. And so if you win, or should we speak positively when you win?
I like when you win.
Okay.
You know, I really like to believe.
We're
that
putting it into the universe.
Yeah. Apart from that, also, I mean, the universe knows that our level of faith is out there. It's doing too much.
Yes, yes. But does the process know we are trusting it? You know, we trust the process, but does the process know we are trusting it?
I love that.
All right. So when you win, how do you plan to use the prize money to advance your music career?
So there is, this is one thing I've thought of in actual fact. There's a young lady called Rosina Kalimba. She's busy, she just has her, what is the Zuzu Holding Hands Foundation. It's a cancer foundation. And she works with little cancer patients. And I thought if in any manner we can get involved with getting her stakes up by, you know, whatever way we can support, I think that will be one of my main focus once I've taken this.
That is beautiful. I'm getting goosebumps because, you know, a lot of the times when there's so much money at stake, it's always about, so I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. It's never about helping other people. So I like the fact that, I actually love the fact that you are doing this not just for yourself, but to help other people as well. And finally, Ori, what's next for you after this competition? Any upcoming projects we should look out for?
Well, Ultra Events and I are definitely working or planning on, still in the talks. I'm planning on dropping my EP very soon, maybe a few singles before we get there, because I think a lot of us artists make the mistake of just dropping albums. It's always a bomb, and then we are like, nobody's listening, but nobody knows you.
Nobody knows you.
So Ultra Events and I, as well as Jokies, are going to be dropping a few singles and definitely an EP before the end of the year.
Oh, wow. Well, all the best. Do you have any final words? Anything else you'd like to say?
Share.
Moral of the story.
Share. Just follow Ultra events. Share as much as you can. This is an experience that I would actually love to share with you through having you share.
All right, Ori, all the best, and we look forward to hearing your singles and then eventually your album. So again, all the best, and thank you so very much for joining us today on Smell the Coffee. All right, to stick around, we'll be right back. I lied, there's no more Smell the Coffee after the break. It's just goodbyes from here on out. Until tomorrow, thank you so very much for joining us. We'll catch you again tomorrow. Bye.